Welcome, Gemini, to your end of the month reading for December. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. This will go into the beginning of January. So, Happy New Year's. Yes. Okay. Let's see what is going on with you, my friends. Best message for Gemini, please. Best message for Gemini. The end of the month to the beginning of the new year. You have will, wisdom, and mind coming out. Love that. Seeing this 2 over here is really got my attention because you have the 3, right? The powerful 3 within yourself. You have the will, wisdom, and mind, and this powerful 3, of course. But I'm also seeing the 2, which is bringing out that beautiful patience and balance. And so I'm loving that. So it feels like having this powerful 3 within yourself is keeping you very balanced, keeping you very wise and very patient. Because where there's wisdom, there's patience. Where there's wisdom, there's balance. And when you get all 3 together, it becomes their own kind of powerful 3 as well. So, okay, I'm loving this, you guys. So, with the 20, this is actually going to start the new year off very balanced, very patient, and very wise. Wow. We can say Gemini is definitely the wise one in the beginning of the year. But you guys had a great numerology reading as well, also kind of showing the same thing. I don't know if you had the same card, but you definitely are showing this patience that you have within yourself and knowing exactly where you want to be. So this is just kind of really kind of hitting on that same kind of area. So if that numerology resonated with you guys, this is definitely going to do the same. Because Spirit really wants to bring this up, that it is definitely time for you to be in this enormous power of self. There are so many gates opening. It almost looks like this is its own little like gateway, like it could open up, right? And just, because there's this expansion coming for you guys at the beginning of the year. And it's starting right now. And I just want to bring this up really fast, you guys. The reason that this also could be happening also is because, remember, Jupiter tomorrow on the 28th is going to transit into Pisces, right? Which is going to have this large expansion of good luck, power, fortune, confidence, inner strength, right? Really bringing in this empathy, creativity. And it's not just to you, but it's to all signs. It's to the world. But certain signs are really getting a lot of this, a little bit more than others. Usually I would say, because of the way that the Jupiter is transiting, that it would definitely be for, the Sagittarius, the Pisces, and then of course the Taurus, then the Aries. But I think because you guys are right there within that transit area of Gemini, you guys are really getting the expansion pretty good over here. Yeah, it's really worming its way. This Jupiter is really warming its way to you. So how beautiful is that? And it's talking about how you will have the power of love, and the ascended masters are really watching and keeping a really close eye on you in the beginning of the year. So how beautiful is that? But with Jupiter up there, guys, it's the biggest planet, right? And it is considered the angel planet, right? It's, if you go to let's see, like Greek mythology, right? It's Zeus itself, right? Kind of just looking down at you, kind of spreading all this energy to everybody. And you guys are really receptive to it and really picking it up, and they're being very receptive to you as well. So, wow. And this is because it says in this card, literally, with the participation of the masters, you will raise, the ascended masters, you will raise your focus to a higher power of purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptibility. Now, what did I just say? What is Jupiter? Sagittarius' planet. That's fire. And the receptibility of what? Pisces. Water. You guys are definitely picking this up in order to make your contribution to the world. So you're pushing it out there and you're saying, give it back to me. And Jupiter's like, okay. right there in that Piscean constellation, and you're like, okay. And if you guys have any of those 2 signs in rising or moon or Venus, you're really going to pick that up, right? You're even going to be more receptive to it. So with the gold crown over here on top of its, on top of the, we're going to say at the head of it all, right? This is where you really are raising the vibrations and taking on the authority at the end of the month to the beginning of the month. And this reading probably is going to go until about the 3rd or the 4th, mind you, because it's a general reading, and the way the energy is and the way readings go, it could go all the way through to the 7th. You know what I'm saying? It could go that whole week, first week. Okay? So you guys might not even feel it all month, but this is just the end of the month reading. We'll figure that out later in the Astro Dice. Okay? So, but yes, so take advantage of this time and use your power as well. They are nothing less than the divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest their power into the world. And by you manifesting your power and them giving back all of that, because you have the what? Receptibility to take this in, where's that going to leave you guys? You know? It's going to leave you with, I wouldn't doubt if we don't see a Wheel of Fortune over here. The Star card, Wheel of Fortune, I'm looking for it all. Because with a, just starting out with the will, wisdom, and mind and as your energy, that's a big thing. Because that is in your energy. It's coming right at you. So let's see what's going on as your overall card. Joyous, fun. Well, okay, we'll take it. I'll take that. You'll take that. Well, I'll take that. Why? Because it's saying that not only that, you're going to be receptive to the joy, the vitality, enjoying yourself, enjoying your family. You know, when you have wisdom and you have the receptibility, you understand what's going on around you. Of course, it makes you more happy. So this happiness is going to be very exuberated, and it's going to push to other people. And they're sort of going to be like, wow, Gemini, you are fun-loving, you going out, having a great time, see the smile, feel the energy. Those who are receptive to energy are going to really pick this up. So if I'm in the store and I run into a Gemini, I'm going to be like, dang, you must be a Gemini because you are radiating and you want me to smile because the smile on your face, the energy coming at me, makes me feel like a child. Hey, let's go have some fun. And like I said, you might not feel it yet. You might already start feeling this way. You might already feel it's going to be a huge shift. I think most of you already feel this shift. It's the shift that you need to start 2022 out beautifully. Whether or not it's going to last all year is one thing, but let's at least start the new year off with a smile, happy, freedom-loving. Getting our foot in the door. So going straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Buddha prepares, there it is. That's why you have the will and the wisdom, because you're saying, I am preparing. And of course, it's crazy because they're talking about the Ascended Masters and the three biggest Ascended Masters that we're talking about when we're doing this is who? Is Jesus, Buddha, and Saint Jermaine. And this is the Buddha card. So talking about this, you're talking about how you're meditating, how you're enjoying, and how you're keeping your stability about yourself with peace. The peaceful mind, the peaceful outlook. That's because you have all the will and the wisdom. Once we have the wisdom and the will to do things and the self-will, there is a peace within us. And it keeps your mind at peace. In the recent past, you have the Waterfall, also a very peaceful card, trying to keep the harmony, kind of going with the flow, washing away anything that no longer serves you, going with the flow, cleansing. There's this cleansing feeling, and it could have been within a week ago, a month ago. Take it how it resonates. You know when it was, if this resonates with you. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your rising moon or Venus. But there definitely is this cleansing outlook, this peaceful. This feels like when the waterfall came, this is what cleansed you to get to the will, to the wisdom, to the mind, and became peaceful within yourself. And that's why the past is so good, because it tells us how we got to the place we are now. And Saint Jeremy. Well, so you have two of the ascended masters coming out. With the Count Saint Jeremy coming through. This is talking about the change in the receptibility, the change that's coming through, the overall vibration, the overall blessing that's coming towards you. So you cleanse the energy, you meditate to wait for the blessings, and here comes the blessings. And you haven't changed the outlook at all. The will, the wisdom, and the mind is still here throughout the past, the present, and the near future. And there's still this peace. Water is peaceful. Buddha is peaceful. You see what I'm saying? So you're still in this energy of this joyous fun, because this peace is what brings in this joy. It's a newfound kind of outlook and an energy. So going straight over here to the waterfall. I'm only going to pick a card or two, because everybody's story is a little bit different. But just kind of getting the whole thing is letting go. That was it. Not holding tight to that anymore, because it gets me nowhere. With the Buddha prepares over here, let's see what's going on in the present over here. So you're saying I am being as peaceful as possible and not letting anything negative into my area, my aura, my energy, my bubble. If you did have an Aries, it was pretty much like anything that was not passionate for me, I'm not dealing with anymore. If you don't have the passion, and you don't have the intentions, and you don't have the vitality, and you don't have the desires to be around where I am and the type of person I am at this time, I'm letting you go. As we get older, we get wiser. And sometimes there's times that we don't want to go backwards and don't want to get, back into situations that cause frustration. It seems to me that if you were with this Knight of Wands, this person might be a very angry person. Now, why would you want to be around an angry person when you're trying to get so happy, so wise, so peaceful, and calm? Separation, yeah, because it feels like they harbor a lot of pain. And if it's not them harboring pain, because there's no one, it could be that the situation that's at hand that you're trying to get away from, or an energy, it could even be just a past thought, causes a lot of pain. Discretions. You're gathering all your strength together. So it feels like right now you're just really kind of meditating and just kind of getting back to staying in this balance that you've found. You've found this harmonious, peaceful place within yourself. And it's like you are just trying to really take the reins and keep yourself there right now in the end of the month. Trying to really gather all that strength together. So if somebody who is trying to challenge your peace and the area that you're in at this time, it's like you're really separating yourself from that. And it does seem like, guys, that if you are dealing with someone, whoever this is for, if it's not for you, throw it away. But there is an angry person. Angry. They want to hold the reins. They want to be this tiger. They want to tiger strike. They want to cause opposition. They harbor a lot of pain within themselves, and it needs to lash out somewhere. And you're saying it's not going to be me anymore. You're reflecting upon the situation because you're working too hard on yourself to get yourself exactly stable where you need to be. There's a path and a place for you, and you finally found it within yourself. And I'm telling you, you are struggling to keep yourself there by holding on to all this strength. Could be dealing with a Leo. I said Aries before, but I got a little Leo, but now I get some Sagittarius cards coming out too. So somebody could be definitely a fiery, angry fire sign. Just a ball of fire is what we'll call them, right? And it seems like when they message, these messages are just ornery, ball of fire. It's almost to the point where it's like, I can't answer your messages anymore because you're getting rid of my joyous fun. I think at one time you're trying to bring them into this joyous fun. But you can't. No. Trying to keep the magic alive within the texting, trying to keep them at bay, but how are you going to do that when you have a ball of fire in your hands? No. For some of you, you're single and you're going to stay single. Absolutely. Single and staying single. And the reason I'm staying single is, and this doesn't have to be a love, this could just be a platonic relationship. It feels more platonic myself. You know, it feels like a friend. Who is just a ball of fire. But you're moving for your own desires, and you're really living it up for yourself. That's why it feels like you're single and you're going to stay single. Because this is where you feel happiest right now. Really doing things for yourself and really getting yourself in the place where you need to be. You don't need to be dealing with any other kind of relationships or anything like that. If you have your children, then it's about you and your children, your dog, you know what I'm saying? Things that are in your circle. But it does feel like there's no place for that kind of love right now. I'm working on myself. Does it make sense? And you're moving very beautiful at this, and you're really waiting. And this is where the will and the wisdom came in. And you know, it's kind of crazy because it's like this, right? Everybody's like, you need to have love all the time. You know, sometimes we just need to learn to take care of ourselves and learn how to love ourselves. And take care of those who are already within our circle. Like I said, your family, friends, children. And not really worrying about everybody else. And it could be even this friend, like I said, you know, who's a ball of fire, and you're just, I can't worry about you, you know. So there's going to be a lot of decisions to make this week, the very beginning, the end of the month to the beginning of the month. You're going to have to make decisions. It could be tough decisions, but I think because you have the wisdom and the intuitiveness, it will be a lot easier for this decision. And if it's a decision that you wanted to make in the past and it was too hard to make, it'll be easier now. You have the strength and the courage to do so. Yeah, a lot of you, it's going to be getting rid of this other person. You might even find that the best thing to do is ghost them. Queen of Swords upside down. They may find that you're kind of cold. Maybe they feel you're a little cold. Hey, just because I'm peaceful and I don't want to text you back because I don't want to argue with you or listen to your nonsense doesn't mean I'm cold. Sometimes it means I'm smart. How about that? Because that means that I don't want to argue with you. Because it feels like that's what they want to do. But however the situation is, it's pretty much kind of, yeah, I do feel like, even though you're joyous and you're fun and you're putting out all this, I'm talking about towards a situation. I'm not talking about in general. Because you can still go to the mall and I'm still going to feel that energy and people are going to still see you over there having a great time, you know. You're going to go to the football game and go have some fun or however it is, and I'm still going to see you as this joyous, beautiful person. This person over here who's trying to attack you and seems to have some fiery issues is going to see you as cold, right? Why are you so ice cold? I don't want that. And you don't seem to listen. The listening skills. See all the swords, listening skills. You have some listening skills issues. Yeah. So I just don't really want to participate in waving a white flag right now. Because it's not doing anything for me. So it feels like there's a lot of well, the Ace of Wands is an assertive card, right? So you're not going to take the initiative anymore to really deal with that. Excuse me. It's like you're following your own dreams, your own heart. And this is going to cause the Wheel of Fortune. I don't see the Wheel of Fortune yet, but that's okay because remember it says it's coming, right? You're on your way there. It's almost first like you are still in this peaceful place. You're still putting your intentions out with the Magician, still keeping yourself balanced. But you know that you have to really balance this situation out for yourself. Because it seems like they want to try to get you tippy-toppy over here. Or whatever the situation is, right? Okay. So with the initiation of the account state Jeremy, and this is just talking once again about getting yourself stable within your own energy and really taking your accounts into accountability. How about that? Saying, I know who I am and I know where I'm going and I have all this angelicness around me. And do you have some angelic, you're definitely being guided. This card says it, the Buddha card says it, the initiation of Count Jeremy says it, definitely being guided. This is where you're going to be able to patiently plan for the next step that you're taking. See, because you're on a roll, you know where you're going, you know what you want, so now you get to patiently plan exactly where you're going. Bring you new ideas. If you want to invest, now it's the time to invest. You want to play the stocks, it's time to play the stocks. You want to buy a new house, do whatever you want, but it's giving you the abilities to move forward and moving you up this ladder towards your wishes, your dreams. And this is because of that will and the willpower. It could be dreams of the past, something you wanted to do from the past that you're now able to put into planning. And that's really what it feels like. And you could also be doing it for your children. I see children and I see children. So somebody definitely has some children. So if you're definitely planning on something that you want to do better for your children, you're definitely doing so. But it does feel more, for the majority of you, of something from the past that you've been nostalgic about that you really want to do. And you're patiently planning on this goal. It was just all about finding what exactly it was that you needed to do to get to this goal. So you're going to have a lot of nostalgia. And definitely for the household, somebody's doing something for their children. Really wanting to patiently plan to make life better, not only for yourself, but for your kids, for your family, for the household. And you might be buying a new house. Maybe you need a new house and you're patiently planning how to save money and stuff to move. Maybe for your children. Maybe your children need more room. Maybe they need their own rooms, and maybe they've been staying together in their own rooms, so now you need a bigger home. However it is, it's building the homestead the way you want it, getting passionate about the things that you want, really setting down a foundation for yourself within stability. Not feeling like you're out in the cold or not allowing anything to anything that felt like it was unsettling before, you're moving right past that straight into what you need. There was a time in your life that I do believe that you felt like this was something you may not have acquired. And now it's churned around so much that it is definitely the Ace of Cups. Okay, you didn't get the Wheel of Fortune, but you got the Ace of Cups. I said the Star card, the Wheel of Fortune, but you want to give me the Ace of Cups. Hey, you know as well as I, guys, we'll take that. I'll take that and run and not look back. Do not look back. It's like, okay, so what's the next card? Wait. Oh, the Temperance, patience. And yeah, there it is. Got to have that patience. Remember the 2. It's because of the patience. You've been patiently waiting for this forever. I don't even care however forever was. I don't care if it's forever for 2 months, 6 months, a year, 30 years, 50 years. It don't matter. You've been waiting for this cup and working towards this. But it was like one of those things you knew you had to get, like, really balanced, really positive about doing so that you can kind of clear the mind, clear the energy, clear some of the karma out, clear the cobwebs out of the closet. But you're really doing so and taking the opportunities to do so. And you have this strength, this overall strength going on, and you're using that intuition for the brand new start. And this is because you had a lot of growth. So remember, the Ace of Swords is also a card of growth. So it's showing that spiritual growth. It's showing that you have grown, you have better understanding. You're using not only your analytical mind, but you're also using your higher self, your intuition. And you've grown so much within this process, and you're saying, I don't want to miss this opportunity. Because there could have been times within your life that you've missed this opportunity, and you're saying, I'm not missing it this time. I'm not doing it. How many times are we going to miss the opportunity? Absolutely not. So being generous to yourself and being generous to yourself. And it's like Spirit is saying, I see the generosity that you had. Like, you didn't hurt this person's feelings. They might feel like you're ice cold, but that's on their perception. That's their perception. They don't want to get it. There's nothing you can do about it. So if you had to ghost them and kind of stay away from them and not text them back or however, that seems more to be the situation. It was kind of like you just kind of let them go and didn't kind of text them back. They could think that you're ice cold, hiding out, whatever they want, but that's their perception. And that's only because they don't seem to get the drift. It's not really your problem. Yeah, they want to fight with you. But you're having a beautiful transformation because you've let those things go and you have the perception and the understanding of what's going on, and you have the world. But as you can see, the world's kind of sideways coming out, and that's because your change is not 100 just yet. It's like because you're still going through a transformation of change right now in the present that's going to actually make this beautiful new beginning. So when it's sideways, it's kind of like this change you're making over here is making this ending, so that this side over here for the new future is making this new beginning. So you're stuck kind of, I wouldn't say you're really stuck in the middle. I'm going to say you're kind of right, you're over here. Where you were stuck in the middle was over here, because you knew you wanted an ending in the recent past for a new beginning. So you could say, I was the fool in the past, but now, and not the fool is in foolish. No. The fool as in wanting to make the leap of faith. I'm thinking about doing this. I'm healing myself. I'm doing the things I need to do for myself. So having it sideways is very beautiful, because it's saying this is where you're at, and this is where you're going. Right? But you knew you had to get rid of all your insecurities, all your fears, anything that felt like a missed opportunity. You have to get rid of all that stuff because you couldn't live there. And that's exactly it. There's your star. You can't live there. I can't live here. I'm stuck. I can't live here forever. I've got to move on. I'm here for a reason. And here comes your goal. Here comes that star card that I was looking for. And it says, this is your goal. This is your golden opportunity. Look at it. The Ace of Cups with the star. Here's your golden opportunity. And I'm giving it to you. So you guys got this. Okay? So keep that positivity going. Do not let anybody into your energy that says you cannot do that, because if you do that, then you could end up, if you take that, you could end up missing the opportunity again. You won't do it this time, though, Gemini. I know you won't. I have faith in you. Okay? And until next time, peace and love and Happy New Year's. Bye-bye.